Welcome back to Anderson's Smoke Show. Tonight, we are smoking some steaks, and I've got a really simple recipe that's not only easy to follow, but it's something that you may already have in your kitchen. Stick around, see how we do it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell. That way you can keep up with the latest content. Be sure to like the video. Write me a comment, let me know what you think. Now let's take a look at these steaks. All right, so for today's smoke, we've got 2 ribeye steaks. These are about 1.25 pounds a piece. We're gonna start with a really simple rub that you've probably never even thought of. We have the Better Than Bouillon Mushroom base. We're gonna use this with a little bit of oil, and that's what we're gonna season the steaks with. That's it. So I'm gonna start with 2 tablespoons of the Better Than Bouillon, and I don't really care if it's even or not. That's close enough. And this stuff is pretty thick. Throw just a little bit more in there. All right. That along with about a tablespoon of oil, maybe a little bit less. We're just doing this to thin it down so that it's easier to work with. And we may use a little bit more oil there. It's still pretty thick. And about another 1/2 tablespoon of avocado oil there. I'm just gonna take this spoon and I'm gonna use the back side of the spoon to just spread this Better Than Bouillon mushroom base all over the steak. Now you can use any bouillon cubes that you'd like. I thought that the steak and mushroom would pair really well together, so that's what we went with for today's smoke. All right. Go ahead and flip these over. Growing up, I remember my mom would season meats with chicken bouillon, and it always turned out great. So we're just applying the same concept here today with these 2 steaks. I'm gonna use the back side of the spoon here. We'll try and coat the sides here the best that we can. We're gonna go ahead and let these steaks sit out for about a 1/2 hour so that they can get up to room temperature, and we're gonna get them in the smoker. All right, so for today's smoke, we're gonna use the infamous charcoal pellets by Pit Boss. This is the first smoke that we've used for this, but I'm really anticipating some great results. So these charcoal pellets, they go well with beef, pork, poultry, wild game, and vegetables. I think they're gonna pair well with these steaks. It's gonna remind you of your childhood, your dad out there on that old charcoal grill, firing away on some steaks. Let's get some in. All right, we've got the smoker preheated to 225 degrees with them charcoal pellets. Got a nice smoke going there. Got these steaks, they've been sitting out with the mushroom bouillon base for about a 1/2 hour, 40 minutes, so they've warmed up. We're gonna go ahead and get these in the smoker. Now, ignore the chicken down there. I'm making that for lunches this week. Figured I might as well do as much as I can. All right, so for these steaks, we're looking for a medium rare finish. So we wanna smoke these to 125 degrees. We're gonna pull them, we're gonna let them rest. We're gonna get a cast iron skillet heated up, and we're gonna put these back in the smoker and sear them to 135, and that's for medium rare. Whatever internal temperature you're looking for, whatever amount of doneness you're looking for, you always wanna pull the steaks 10 degrees early, let them rest, get them back into sear till you get to your desired temperature. Now we'll check back in soon. All right, so these steaks hit 125 degrees internal temperature. We're gonna go ahead and pull these, let them rest, and get ready to sear them. They do look mighty good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take these steaks in and let them rest for about 15 minutes covered with foil. I've had the cast iron griddle in the oven at 450 degrees for about the last half hour, 40 minutes, so it is up to temperature. I've cranked the smoker up to high. We're gonna go ahead and get these steaks in to rest, and we're gonna grab that cast iron griddle, get it in the smoker. That way we can sear these steaks here in a few minutes. Check back in. We're gonna go ahead and wrap the pan up with foil and let these rest for about 15, 20 minutes. So we've got this cast iron griddle preheated to 450 degrees. We've had it in the oven for about a half hour, 40 minutes. Gonna go ahead and pull this out. We're gonna get this outside and into the smoker. All right, let's go ahead and get this in. We've had this set on high for about 10 minutes or so, or about 410, 415 degrees. All right, let's get this closed up. Steaks have about 5 more minutes of rest. We've got that cast iron in there in the smoker. We're gonna get these ready to sear. Check back in soon. All right, we've got the cast iron griddle into the smoker. I've got some butter and some minced garlic. We're gonna go ahead and get that onto that cast iron griddle, get it ready to sear here. So we got 2 steaks. I'm gonna throw 2 pieces of butter down. Got some of that minced garlic. All right, let's go ahead and get these steaks on. We're gonna go ahead and leave these in for a few minutes, let those sear. I'm gonna flip them over, sear the other side. We're looking, like I said, about 135 degrees internal temperature. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these over. What I'm gonna do is throw another little sliver of butter down. Nice sear marks there. All right, just a few more minutes on this side and we should be about good to go. We've given it a minute and a half on each side. Let's go ahead and pull these out. These steaks are done. They are juicy as hell. They smell great. Let's go ahead and get inside and give them the old taste test. It is time to try these ribeyes. I am so excited. Oh man, this is super tender. I can't even pick it up. Official taste test here. That's really tasty. I gotta get another bite. It's unique. It's not your typical flavors that you would associate with steak, but that mushroom pairs really well with that beef. That's great. Do the third test. It's super tender, super juicy. Just the perfect amount of seasoning, not too salty, not too much. That's really good. Eat the whole steak on video.
That's how I see it.
All right. Thanks again for tuning in to Anderson Smoke Show. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel so that you can keep up with the latest content.